Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pokésports, a competitive Pokemon podcast. Kevin, actually, do you want to start with the introductions today?
Sure.
Okay.
I've never done this before. This is something new. I'm Kevin, and I use Amungus on every team.
Oh, well, I'm Mike, and I play with only one Amungus on my side of the field. So, but I guess I do kind of fall in the category of playing with one Amungus on every team. So
we only use Amungus here, guys. Amungus has been the new channel mascot. It's replaced whatever channel mascot we've had before.
A shield.
Remember channel mascots?
Yeah, I do.
Remember those?
I do. Oh my gosh. This week. Oh, who drew it? Who drew it? Kevin, you know what I'm talking about.
Perry,
who drew it?
Peachy Momo
Perry. We got this beautiful piece of fan artwork commissioned by some of the people in the Discord. It's amazing. It's amazing on many levels, right? I love the actual drawing itself. I love the art. I also love that it's people supporting another artist. I also love that that artist is also a fan of ours.
Yeah,
it's also supporting us.
People supporting artists, supporting us, supporting themselves. That's
yeah,
what I like
right?
to see, folks. Everyone support each other.
Complete, like, full circle several times over. This is like Snake Eats Tail all the way through. Turtles all the way down.
This is why you should join Discord. There's legitimate friends in that chat. And people literally made friends because of Pokésports. And that's mind-boggling to me. But I guess this is just where we are now.
There's some people there playing like D&D together?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Sure.
I've been like somewhat out of that, so I'm not entirely sure. But I know that's something that's going on. If you are listening to this on Sunday, September 6th here on Twitch, it is, look at that, National Coffee Ice Cream Day. Or as Kevin would say,
the best thing in the world.
Yeah, that's what I
also
figured.
Coffee.
It's coffee. National Coffee Ice Cream Day. Grab yourself some. You know what? I actually love coffee ice cream, and I never used to like it until like this year. So,
Mike, you
it's
have
been
some
a good year for
exquisite
me.
taste. Mike doesn't like pickles.
I wasn't a coffee drinker.
Like mustard.
I wasn't a coffee drinker until this year because of Pokésports.
So you became I wasn't a coffee drinker until I became a father.
Until I became a father with a full-time job in Pokésports. So.
Oh yeah, I think I actually like gave you that idea. It's like right before a podcast, just drink a coffee.
That's it.
And it's the easiest podcast ever.
That's it. Now, hold on. I need to pause whatever this is because for some reason it's not showing my Adobe. Oh, because I'm looking at it on PowerPoint. There we go. Never mind. So there it is. This is the image that I meant to use this entire time. It's a Bergmite in a cup of coffee.
This is by far the best Photoshop I have ever seen.
I had to go back to Streamlabs and make sure that like people were seeing this thing, right? No, there it is. This is the number one reason why you need to be watching this on YouTube as it comes out if you're listening to this on Spotify. Because you get to see gems like this. This is quality coffee. If for whatever reason you're listening to this on Wednesday, September 9th, it is National Sudoku Day. So less interesting, but still kind of fun. Sudoku is basically Pokemon, though.
People used to bully me in high school by calling me Kevin Sudoku.
Did you ever like lean into it and actually try it, or have you like boycotted Sudoku completely?
No. I pushed it a step further and said Kevin Sidonki instead.
Wow, that is the number one way to avoid bullying is just to sway them to a better insult.
Guys, nobody wants to bully you if you enjoy it. So just enjoy it. And then they will stop.
I guess so. Kevin Sidonki. Yeah, no, Sudoku is basically Pokemon though.
Sure.
Yeah. You have a set amount of numbers and
damage calcs.
There's only one right way to use them. Welcome to Pokemon.
Also, if you're in the US, I don't know if you guys have Labor Day, but it's Labor Day weekend. So if you're a retail worker like me, then I feel you, dude. I feel you.
Oh no. Oh, I was about to say like, oh, you got a nice little day off. No. No, not one of those.
Nope, not me.
In fact, you get to work even harder because all the people who have the day off get to go grocery shopping tomorrow. So yay.
Pretty much, especially my department. And like, you have no idea how many like catering orders I've had to do. I'm like, I thought these guys are supposed to not have parties, but that's not deterring them at all.
Oh, that's the worst.
Oh well.
Well, let's take your mind off of that with some Pokemon. It's a new month. We're in September. Welcome to September 6th. Woo! Confetti.
Yay!
Confetti. That means, of course, that we have some stats for you. Ooh, it's Michael's favorite day of the month. Stats day. Of course, if we take a look first at Smogon, we can see all the tier changes that we have. Tier changes for September. We're finally getting, folks, some spicy OU action that might actually make me want to play. Basically, Aegislash, Gengar, Hatterene, Kyurem, Necrozma, Skarmory, Toxtricity, Tyranitar, Ditto, and Primarina are all rising to OU this month. That means that you're not going to be seeing them in UU. That means that you're not going to be seeing them in NU, where a lot of these Pokemon came from. So now they're all kind of in that same little neat basket, and you can start playing the other tiers again.
Yeah. What a convenient rise. A bunch of poison and steel types are rising from UU to OU. I wonder what Pokemon they're getting put up against in OU. Clefable, perhaps?
Oh. Oh, I see. So what you're saying is because this is all based on usage, Clefable was the thing to beat last month. So everybody was using all of those, beating Clefable with it, using it over and over and over again. And then because of their high usage in Attack on Clefable, it made it up to OU. I
Attack
see.
on Clefable.
Probably. It is Clefable. We've got a bunch of other changes you can see up on the screen. A bunch of rises to UU like Sharpedo, Araquanid, and Rotom-Mow, all coming up to UU. That ought to be fun. Venusaur and Chansey. That was an interesting one. Chansey dropped from OU to UUBL. So much for teleport on Chansey, huh? Remember when Teleport Chansey became a thing in OU and we went through this whole thing on why Teleport was really, really cool?
I remember you explaining it to me and me not understanding, and then having you explain it to me again the following week and me kind of understanding it a little bit better, but still not understanding.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I have that effect on people. Smogon actually like put out a post on why Blissey is the better pick over Chansey and why it's used more.
Really?
And it has to do with heavy duty boots. So obviously the role that Chansey plays is it has the Eviolite and it's super tanky, but Blissey can switch in on the hazards like, you know, double toxic spikes or just spikes in general or stealth rock or any of that kind of stuff. Avoid the chip damage and then, you know, do its, you know, teleport stuff.
I completely forgot that item exists.
Heavy duty boots.
It's totally understandable though.
It's true.
Because in my mind, it's like, oh, Chansey bulkier, Chansey better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could see how heavy duty boots, like toxic spikes, probably is like the one way to shut down the Chansey.
Toxic spikes is like a big way to shut down a lot of singles.
You just gotta get 2 layers, right? And then it's a badly poisoned, so that's all you really need.
Yeah, basically.
I understand. Makes sense.
And then Kingdra, Marowak, Alolan Marowak, Slowbro, non-Galarian Slowbro, and Zarude are all falling to UU this month out of OU. So that's an interesting development too. Zarude is just not that great, apparently.
Zarude, I understand.
Yeah.
Alolan Marowak?
Yeah.
I feel like that'll just one-shot everything in UU, won't it?
You'd think. You'd think.
Okay.
But nope.
We'll see how that goes.
Well, I guess if you look at some of the ways that Pokemon were rising last month, it would make sense that Alolan Marowak would fall. Like you've got Primarina rising up, you've got Gengar rising up. Both of those check Alolan Marowak really well.
That's a good point.
Yeah, Tyranitar as well.
Oh yeah, that's still in the game, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're playing Smogon, you don't have to worry about that. And then a bunch of Pokemon fall from RU to NU this month, like a ton of Pokemon, like at least 15, 20, I want to say. That's crazy. Duraludon is actually one of those. It's just not good in Smogon land, I guess.
Duraludon's in what tier?
NU. Never used. Yeah.
Okay, wait. I understand because Stalwart is completely useless in singles. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. And then light metal, heavy metal are just both kind of bad.
Right.
I can see it.
Yeah. Yeah. Stalwart makes absolutely no sense. Yeah, you're absolutely right. In esports news, boom, we've got the Pokemon Women's Tournament, which just ended today. So big congrats and big shout out to Alyssa Smith at Temporal VGC, as well as everybody else who put in the work this weekend as tournament organizers or casters or anybody else behind the scenes, as well as all the competitors who made this a successful tournament. One of our people from our Discord joined the women's tournament, Gems. Gems
And
VGC
made it very far.
Yeah, she went top. She went top cut.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats, Gems.
Congrats. That was great. That's awesome. Big shout out to you. So yeah, it was held and streamed this weekend. The winner was at Yoshi and Lugia. Okay. And Kevin, you actually looked into this battle, right? I was away all day today.
Yeah, bringing a pretty interesting team, but does have a lot of different item choices, which is why I wanted to include some of the item choices that were a little bit different. Like the team on paper just looks like a standard team, but once you look at the item choices, you're like, oh, okay, there's something to do. There's something to look into here. Oh. Lapras has taken a complete reverse to what it used to be, especially in Series 6, and this is something that I wanted to highlight here. I guess I'll let you know her whole team first. Lapras, Talonflame, Raichu, Urshifu, Serena, Duraludon. There's a whole team. Okay. But the Lapras has a Life Orb, and most Lapras sets have converted from going defensive into fully offensive, switching their move choices from Freeze Dry to Blizzard just for maximum damage output, to Hydro Pump for maximum damage output, to Thunder for maximum damage output. So Lapras, without Rillaboom in the game, it doesn't want to be tanky. It doesn't care. It'll be tanky with just the resonance. It's going full offense. Granted, Lapras is still not the strongest Pokemon in the world, but you would be surprised by like how much Lapras can still take out with just a super effective attack. It's kind of ridiculous.
Interesting.
Continuing on with their item choices, another one that I found interesting was the choice band on the Urshifu, and this is something that I have adapted to because I learned the hard way that a choice scarfed Urshifu can't Oko Porygon Z 100% of the time and can't Oko the Dusclops 100% of the time. The only way to Oko both of those Pokemon is to bring in the Urshifu, bring the choice band, and there's nothing more satisfying than having, for example, the Raichu fake out.
Yeah.
Right? She has a Raichu fake out here, so I'm assuming that against like the standard PZ, Dynamax, and Clefairy, or Amungus or whatever redirection that you have, you just have to fake out the redirection and just one-shot the PZ, and it's so hilarious watching that thing go down. First turn, Dynamax getting one shot. That's an FF.
That's
right there.
Too funny. That is too funny. And I'm also seeing a Miracle Seed in the Serena.
Yeah, that stuck out to me too. I mean, the Duraludon has the Assault Vest, so I'm just assuming that Miracle Seed was the next best option.
I guess so. Yeah, I mean, for me, when I think Serena, my mind either goes to Assault Vest or Wide Lens, because all of Serena's like major attacks have less than perfect accuracy.
Yeah, Wide Lens is another option there.
So I guess if you really want to like just up the damage, then Miracle Seed is the way to go. But yeah, interesting.
Unless Miracle Seed does something spicy like knock out a Primarina, that's big.
Right.
But I didn't calc that one.
You know what? Maybe there's some secret calcs back there that we're not privy to. But either way, big congrats to at Yoshi and Lugia. I can go check them out on Twitter. The next thing that we're going to be talking about is from one of our tournaments. We just finished, as of last week, our August Pokésports League, or as we call it, the Liege. After the first month, we decided to put out some stats, and then that was really fun. So I made some for this month. So what you're going to see in front of you are the Pokésports League top 8 just the competitors in no particular order, just to make it visually appealing. What you'll see is a ton of Series 5 Pokemon, and this is why Series 6 is happening. If you look at this right here, of the top 8 people, 5 people brought a Rillaboom, 4 people brought an Incineroar, 3 people brought a Togekiss, 3 people brought a Dragapult, 3 people brought an Excadrill. Like, they were there. There were two Indeedys as well. It's like, ugh. I initially tried to like take this into Paint and just like cross out all of the Pokemon that weren't going to be there and circle the ones that were, but it looked so messy because there was just so many like X, just all over the place. Too many red, too much red.
Good job, guys. Very creative. Keep up the good work.
Also for you guys, I've got the most popular Pokemon brought. And this isn't just for the top 8. This is actually for the entire group of 42 people that participated in last month's league. So of that, funny enough, it kind of mirrored what Pikalytics looked like the month before. So 47% of teams included a Rillaboom. So we were like maybe 1 or 2 away. I think it was like 20 out of 42. So we were one Rillaboom away from having 50% Rillaboom usage.
Again, creative guys.
Yeah.
Keep up the great work. They're learning a lot from Pokésports, right? Because my teams look very similar to this.
Well, and again, 7 of the 8 Pokemon on our top 8, that being Rillaboom at 47%, Togekiss at 40%, Incineroar at 33%, 21% at Cinderace. I'll get to this next one, but Dragapult at 21%, Tyranitar at 19%, and Indeedee at 16%. 7 of the 8 are banned now. So next month's league is going to be interesting. The 5th place slot was actually Dracovish at 21%. And that was entirely because of a meme. Everyone decided to bring Mr. Fish this time around. And so it made it up to 21%. Good job.
Let's give a little bit of backstory. Mm-hmm. The Pokésports Day Oneers, as we like to call them, is a little clique in the Pokésports Discord that likes to mess with our usage stats by all selecting to bring one identical Pokemon to the league every month. Mm-hmm. Or so it seems. And they've successfully made it so that Dracovish has the same percent usages as Dragapult for the August league. So congratulations, guys.
You've done it.
We'll see what happens with the September one.
I'm so proud of you. But that does, mean good things for the September league. It means that, if people aren't already thinking of their teams, they had better, because it is completely different this time around. So if anybody is still kind of on the fence about joining the Patron League this month, definitely this one's probably going to be our most interesting one, save like when Crown Tundra comes out. But then when that happens, you've got, it's no holds barred when Crown Tundra comes out. Oh my gosh.
Back in. Yeah. When's the signups end? How much time do these people got?
They actually have until this Thursday. So if you're listening to this podcast as it comes out on podcast day on Wednesday, September 9th, then you have literally a day to head to patreon.com/Pokésports podcast and join any tier so that you can join the Pokésports Patron League. But still got time. So go and do it, because it's a lot of fun. And if you miss it, then you get next month. Easy peasy.
Monthly thing.
Yeah, monthly thing. In Pokemon news, TPCI has gotten wise to our shoutouts and has started making things expire before we have the chance to announce it on the podcast. So thanks.
Hey.
Love it. Love that. This weekend, Pokemon Korea released a King's Rock via mystery gift. The code doesn't matter anymore unless you're like a time wizard, but it was K2020 Champ 10NS.
Creative.
Yeah. That's K2020 champions with the IO as a 0. So if you can go back in time, go and do that, because that'll be a nice little King's Rock gift for you. Why King's Rock? No, well, I know why King's Rock actually, but
because we're kings.
Because we're kings. But it's just like one item. Like,
is King's Rock actually hard to get in the game? I've actually never hunted for it.
I don't.
Or is it just one of the pieces of trash you pick up in the Isle of Armor?
There's a lot of trash you pick up in the Isle of Armor.
They really need to hire some help to pick up all of that trash. There's so much trash in Island.
But it's like, it's expensive trash. Like you went into a gated community and got some like expensive trash on the ground. You know,
you walk around, you find some flame orbs. Like, oh, I guess I just found thousands of dollars on the floor. That's great.
Well, I remember at the very beginning where people were like, dude, I need a flame orb. And everybody, like a group of like 5 people were like, okay, I'm trying, man. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to find you a flame orb. I just can't do it. Because it was like
flame orb.
Mm-hmm.
Flame orb used to go for like $5 a pop on eBay
in the beginning.
Yeah.
Wow.
Talk about supply and demand, boys.
That's nutty to me. You can make a hefty buck off of being good at Pokemon, huh?
Off of picking up trash.
Speaking of Pokemon Korea, though, there are going to be serial codes for people who see Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution. Those serial codes are going to be for a Mewtwo in Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, as well as a Charizard in Sword and Shield. But the Charizard actually comes with Seismic Toss. This is Ash's Charizard. So the Charizard comes with Seismic Toss, which is not a move that it can normally learn.
They expect people to still play Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee? That game's like 5 years old.
I don't know. What are they going to do? Give you a Mewtwo for this game when it's not even in it?
Put it in. They're capable.
That's true.
I'm just saying, Mike.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But anyway,
so the game.
But we're missing the point. There's a Seismic Toss Charizard.
Hey, you ain't going to use it. Are you going to use it, Mike? Make a team around it.
I don't know if I can because I won't have one. But also, I don't know if it's going to be like properly legal. But from now on, every time I use a Charizard and I go for an attack, I'm going to be asking myself, would Seismic Toss have been better here?
I mean, when they're snarl spamming you to the end of time and you just whip out that Seismic Toss, you win the game.
You know?
It don't matter.
It don't matter. But what does matter, folks, is that Series 6 is finally here. Series 6 is finally here. We've been playing a ton of it over this past week, Kevin. Kevin, specifically, you've been playing a ton of Series 6 this week. How's that been?
I like it. I think it's a breath of fresh air. I think I finally found a team that clicked in my brain, so it's pretty good. I'm not going to reveal it because that's one going to be the team of the month, and 2, I'm going to bring it to the league. So you'll find out about that later. But yeah, I like it a lot. I think it's a healthy change in terms of the meta. It doesn't seem like there's anything overbearing quite yet. Obviously, you have your heavy hitters like your PZ, your Dracozolt, your Primarina is terrifying.
Yeah.
Like that one in general right now is like my biggest issue. Like, a grass type on your team is necessary, and with Series 5 having like 5 of them banned, like whatever it was, your options are limited now. You're kind of limited to like Serena and Ferrothorn and Amungus, but Amungus isn't gonna one shot the Primarina, so
not unless you try really, really hard. Wait, you haven't seen my Choice Specs Amungus?
Choice Specs, no, Life Orb Dynamax, a weakness policy.
Yeah, that's true. Anything that's bad, just slap a weakness policy on it. I forgot about your mantra. You're right.
Yeah. It's a weakness policy, and then Peck Talonflame for the priority Peck.
Ooh.
And there you go.
Kevin.
You slap a Tailwind on it next turn. Turbo Shroom.
Careful, don't give away all our secrets. Damn.
Look at me. This is how I build the teams every month, by the way, guys.
Slap a weakness policy on something stupid.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Hit yourself, win game.
That's it. Guys, we're going to be talking about the top 10 Pokemon in Series 6 today after the break. We're going to see how the cold, hard facts of statistics and early month statistics stack up to our expectations of what we figured were going to be the top Pokemon of today. The answers may surprise you when we come back from the break. We'll see you in just a second. And we're back. Welcome back to Pokésports. Before the break, we were talking about Series 6. We were saying that we made some predictions over the past couple podcasts. If you've been listening for a little while, you'll have heard some of those. But now that it's here, it is just a completely new ball game. Pikalytics has been doing their best to keep the usage charts updated. Based on the fact that they're ranked rather than they're using their percentages. Like right now it's like number 1, number 2, number 3. I can only assume that they're taking it like from cartridge stats rather than from Showdown.
Those are only updated once a week too.
There you go. And then Showdown like definitely has not updated yet for Series 6. They did update for Series 5 though. So I figured, you know what, before that, let's take a quick look into Series 5. So if you look at Series 5 at the end of the month, when they updated the usage stats for August, it looks like Rillaboom actually fell. Rillaboom actually fell pretty hard.
Wow.
Yeah. So Rillaboom actually dropped way down to 29.99% from its like 45% usage of the last month.
People got tired of the monkey.
But you know what people didn't get tired of? Togekiss.
Wow, it's almost like that's been there forever.
Yep. People so badly did not get rid of Togekiss. They, in fact, put it on more of their teams, and it rose up to 46.39%.
That's almost 50.
That's almost 50. Now, if TPCI had waited a little bit, you see right at the bottom of this little graphic here, your top 6 that I've put up on the board are Togekiss, Incineroar, Rillaboom, Dragapult. Nobody can see it. Togekiss, Incineroar, Rillaboom, Dragapult, Tyranitar, and Amungus. Amungus actually was number 6 from Series 5.
Oh.
So if they had waited a little bit longer, we might not have had Amungus this time around.
Amungus literally snuck in there last minute.
Mm-hmm.
He was out of the top 10, and he was just like, hey, I'm going to pass by Venusaur real quick.
Hey,
I'm the better grass poison.
Exactly. So now moving into Series 6, we're going to be talking about the top 10 Pokemon. Now, these aren't our top 10 Pokemon. These are the top 10 used Pokemon of Series 6. Most of these could be arguably pretty unsurprising if you've been listening to the podcast for a while and listening to some of our predictions, because I think we got a lot of them pretty spot on. But
pretty much right.
Yeah. But there's some pretty surprising ones in there. Maybe a couple. Number 10 is actually what we're going to be starting with. Number 10 is going to be Urshifu. Urshifu R. So Water Urshifu. Pretty unsurprising.
That's the first time I've heard that. Wait, is that a thing that people say?
No, that's the thing that I've been saying though.
Water Urshifu.
Water Urshifu.
Oh my wamu. Water Urshifu.
Nani?
We're a bunch of nerds.
We're a bunch of nerds and weebs. Yep.
It's pretty good.
I mean,
I like it.
It's just unsurprising. Like, meh. You'll see later on, but there are better Urshifus out there.
Specifically one better one.
Specifically one, yeah. Number 9. That one was a pretty interesting one. Number 9 was actually Lapras. Specifically G-Max Lapras. Remember Series 3?
I try not to.
We're back.
It makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
We saw this coming. Every bulky water type is gonna find their niche now that Rillaboom is gone.
Yeah.
Because Rillaboom can't take them down anymore, and Lapras is one of those Pokemon.
That's
Welcome
true.
back to Resonance every game.
Yeah. You like, why not, right? I mean, now we have better Brick Break users, though. Maybe we'll finally start to see more Brick Break.
I've seen Brick Break Urshifu. That's how you know this meta is desperate for some Lapras counters.
Oh, no.
When you got to see Brick Break Urshifu, we're desperate here, folks.
I'm actually going to not run close combat real quick. It's fine.
No, they ran both.
Oh, no.
They ran both.
Oh, God.
I'm telling you, desperate.
Desperate. Number 8. I'm gonna take a bit of an L on this one. Number 8 is Clefairy. I was partially wrong. Listen, I was partially wrong when I said that support Pokemon. I made the stance that support Pokemon would not see the top of the top 10. Clefairy, I think, is absolutely where it belongs. I think that number 8 is a good spot for Clefairy because it's usable, but it's not the thing that actually KOs the Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. It does have Friend Guard, which stops you from getting KO'd.
Mm-hmm.
That's another reason why you need the choice band on the Urshifu to KO the PZ, because this little thing likes to stop his Pokemon from going down. Yeah, he likes to exist.
He likes to exist, yeah. So, I mean, Clefairy is where I thought it would be, and I fully expected like Dusclops and Amungus to be like right above Clefairy, because this is just kind of the right spot, I thought. Not so. Number 7 is actually Ferrothorn. We're getting Tankymons like this guy. Now we have, a big Rillaboom shaped hole in the meta, and so people are trying to fill it in with any kind of grass types that they can. Ferrothorn is a very powerful one, and it's kind of tanky to boot, so not bad.
Also deals with Primarina. Primarina cannot touch this thing in the slightest.
That is very true.
Also, Ferrothorn has like a bunch of sets that are actually good. You can kind of go AV Ferrothorn and just run like Power Whip, Gyro Ball, Knockoff, and something else that's attacking.
Yeah.
Or you can just Body Press. Or you can just go the Iron Defense, Leech Seed Protect, Body Press set, which is utterly irritating and completely disgusting. It gets walled by ghost types though, because you can't hit the ghost types. But anyway, that set is the end of me. Look, I hate it so much because I never have a ghost type when I need it.
Yeah.
Or the ghost type I do have is Dusclops, just sitting there trying to karate chop this Ferrothorn with Brick Break and then just hurting its hand the whole time.
Time to bring a Gengar again, huh?
I guess so, right? Just like any ghost type, Dragapult's gone. You got a hole to fill there.
Yeah, really. Number 5. Okay, so this is where. No, I'm not on number 5, actually. Oh, I almost gave away number 5. Number 6 is actually Dark Urshifu. Urshifu single strike. That's number 6.
You don't have a witty name for this one?
No. Dirt Shifu. I don't know.
Dark Shifu?
Dark
That's
Shifu.
Fine.
Yeah. Evil Shifu. I think the community has kind of decided with this what the better Shifu is. You've decided with your playing styles.
The one that can OHKO at Dusclops is probably the better one. And the one that doesn't get walled by Gastro is probably the better one, too.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
And Lapras. Lapras is another thing now, too.
That's a good point.
Yep.
Something real quick about Water Shifu.
Yes.
Is if you go for the Surging Strikes and the opponent switches in on a Rocky Helmet or switches in on an Iron Barb, you take a lot of damage.
Oh, no.
Specifically 3 hits worth. So that's another no bueno.
And it also, like, I'm assuming you're referring to Ferrothorn.
Yes.
You're also not doing, like, any damage to it.
Oh, you're doing absolutely nothing.
Like, that's like 3 damage per hit with a crit.
Yeah, it's pretty pathetic.
Oh, my goodness. Number 5, back to number 5. So, okay, this is where I was wrong. Number 5, Dusclops. Okay, so
I told you.
Trick Room is still amazing. I will give you the Trick Room is still amazing, and the option to have it is still amazing, as well as Dusclops having access to Ally Switch. Just Ally Switch in general, stupid broken move. I don't think that's a hot take here.
No, Ally Switch is pretty busted. The most busted thing about it is that every Pokemon and their mother gets it.
Yeah.
They made it a TR. Why would they ever do that?
Too many Pokemon get it.
Yeah, it's a little... it's not going anywhere, and that's pretty sad.
Yeah. I've been enjoying Dusclops and Rhyperior finally. I know this is like... Yeah, this is not new.
A couple months too late.
Like
welcome back to Series 3, I guess.
Yeah. Bulldoze Dusclops is really, really fun. Trigger the weakness policy and, make the Slowmon even slower, and then Trick Room, and then, it's a super fast Pokemon, whatever. That's insane. Rhyperior is insane.
Yeah. I like Rhyperior.
Rhyperior not on this list.
It is weak to a couple of Pokemon on this list. That's the biggest issue with Rhyperior.
Yeah. Lapras hurts that pretty hard. Ferrothorn hurts that pretty hard. One thing that, is not a good Rhyperior counter is number 4, which is Talonflame. That one is surprising to me. Surprising that Talonflame made number 4.
That is bonkers to me as well. Like, Talonflame, like right when Isle of Armor came out, everyone was using Talonflame, and then everyone quickly stopped and went back to Whimsicott. It was no, this thing ain't that great.
Never mind. Gale Wings turns out still bad.
But here we are, where we are desperate for a priority Tailwind, and Talonflame is not only the best option, it's the only option.
Yeah.
So
you can bring a Braviary, but don't.
Yeah, it's not priority.
Down. Number 3 is the one that you keep talking about. Of course, that's Primarina. Number 3 is Primarina. That's one that I thought would be number 1. Honestly, I thought Primarina would be. I think I mentioned that Primarina would be number 1. Not the case.
I don't think Primarina's ever been number 1, but it's always been in like top 5 in a meta where Rillaboom isn't there.
Mm-hmm.
It's so oppressive and does so much damage, and you just don't expect it to. And when you Dynamax this thing and it carries a Life Orb, like these Hydro Cannons are just, you don't want to be on the field when that thing's around.
You don't want to be around a Hydro Cannon.
And the thing about Primarina is that you can't even wall it with Gastrodon because it gets Energy Ball.
Yeah.
You
it
really
gets
can't.
The thing to take it down. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like your only option is just a Grass type, and the meta deleted all those, so
bye.
Here you. So bring Ferrothorn or lose game, I guess.
More or less. Speaking of bring Ferrothorn or lose game, take a look at this. Number 2. It's the boy. It's the good boy.
It's a good boy.
It's a good boy. Arcanine. There it is. We knew it would happen.
We will not mention Incineroar this entire podcast.
No. That one time was the only time that it would have been said. Torcat's evolution? Nah.
Wait, that's fair game. We could talk about Torcat. Arcanine's better than Torcat. Stop using Torcat.
That's it. Stop using Torcat. Listen, the big cat left, so good boy came strutting right back in, just laughing.
Arf.
Yeah. He just arfed his way into the room. He's cool. He's great Intimidate user, just great move pool. You never really know what this guy's going to be bringing. Sometimes he's going to be going full offense. Sometimes he's going to be supportive and have Snarl. Other times he's just going to sit there and do not much, but Intimidate.
Almost never of the times he's just going to whip out a justified beat up strategy with his Sidemon and then sweep your team.
Yeah, but still possible.
A lot of options.
Still possible. So this Pokemon came in laughing, but not as much as number 1. Not as hard of a laugh as number 1 had. Number 1 was Amungus. Number 1 was Amungus. Now, you know how I said that I was partially wrong when I said that support Pokemon wouldn't see the top 10? This right here, this little mushroom, I didn't expect that. I did not expect that to be number 1 in usage. Okay, I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant here.
Go.
Are you ready?
Yeah, prepared.
Okay. This Pokemon right here being number 1, this shows just how nervous the community is now that a major group of heavy hitters has left the metagame, and I think it's poetic. They're worried about the unknown threats, so they're bringing the tankiest thing that they can find and the tankiest thing that they can think of with the best redirection that they can think of to help them out. And so I believe that once people get used to how to deal with the new meta, Amungus will fall to around Dusclops level or even lower. And I'm so confident that I would like to introduce to you my new scale on how nervous the meta is, called the Amungus Factor. The Amungus Factor represents the amount of hesitation, fear, or caution in the current meta. Right now, the Amungus Factor is through the roof, Kevin. It is through the roof. At the end of Series 5, the Amungus Factor was pretty moderate. It made it to top 6. people were freaking out, man. People were freaking out. You needed to do something to deal with the amount of testing that people were doing, and Amungus fit that just right. Then Togekiss left and people got scared. Amungus Factor through the roof.
So what's your prediction for the Amungus Factor next month?
I think next month the Amungus Factor drops down to level 5. Number 5.
Level 5 Amungus Factor.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. I can agree with you on that.
It's just it's a tanky Pokemon with redirection. That's all that you need. And it's a grass type. And that's kind of important right now.
Yeah, dude, next month everyone's gonna be using, Tangrowth instead.
Right? I think people are gonna figure out ways to deal with Amungus. And then that's gonna rise to the top. And then the counter meta for that Pokemon, that's gonna rise to the top. And then the counter meta for that, or the counter Pokemon for the counter Pokemon, that's going to be Amungus again. And then the Amungus Factor goes right up to the roof again.
Amungus. I like it. I'm a part of the Amungus problem.
Do you really?
The Amungus Factor is high in my brain right now, too. I have it on almost every Series 6 team that I use.
Good for you.
And I always run Turbo Shroom because it's always funny.
Turbo Shroom?
Turbo Shroom, yeah. Max speed, timid Amungus with Focus Sash.
That's a thing?
Oh, yeah, man.
It's got 30 speed.
It don't matter. You get an up to 90 speed if you go max speed timid. And after like one airstream, you're outspeeding like base 90s, which is pretty good.
That's fair. That's fair.
Something I do want to mention, if you look at the number 1, 2, and 3, that's like a very strong Grass, Water, Fire core. People are probably using that on the same team.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, that could be.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin, before we move on to the last little bit of this podcast, I want to do a quick Dexit with you.
Oh no. No. Okay.
And I gotta apologize because I wanted to mention this to you before the podcast so that you had time to go and prepare something. But I have a Dexit prepared for you. And so instead of having you go and, look up your Pokemon DB and randomize whatever, I'm just going to do a I win, you win kind of Dexit. If you guess this Dexit entry, then I have to eat a bean. If you don't, then you do too. Or you just do. Okay?
Wait, is this a lose-lose for me?
No.
Okay.
You can win. If you guess it, you win. And then I have to eat the bean.
Yeah, but I got to do the hard part.
Yeah. You have to play the game, but I have the thing in front of me. So whatever, I did the work. Kevin, are you ready for this Dexit entry?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It moves the caps on both arms and does a dance to lure prey. It prefers damp places.
How many?
I'll give you 3.
How many? Oh, dang. Okay.
3 guesses. That was me opening up my...
Oh, 3 guesses? They were giving me 3 entries.
Oh, 3 entries. Sorry. I'll give you a second one.
Yeah, I'll take 2.
I
dropped a bunch of beans on my desk. I'm not liking the flavors that came out of this.
Oh, no. It lures prey close by dancing and waving its arm caps in a swaying motion. I'll read you all of them because they're all similar.
Oh, thanks.
They show off their caps to lure prey, but very few Pokemon are fooled by this.
It's Amungus.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, nothing else has arm caps.
Yeah, it's Amungus.
Eat up, Mikey.
Yeah, I'll grab a bean.
I did prepare a Dexit for this actually, because I did take a look at the notes.
Oh my gosh.
So if you want, we could do mine too. But that's up to you.
Sure. This could be dirty dishwasher or birthday cake. Go ahead.
I'll have fun, Mike. See, Mike's a champion with these because he doesn't actually get bad ones.
Yeah, because that was birthday cake actually.
Yeah, like he doesn't get bad ones. Like this is what I call the Canada factor, and that's just that the Bean Boozled company in Canada is a lot nicer than the one in the United States.
I mean, that tracks. Go ahead.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Dexit.
Mm-hmm.
Ill-tempered. It fights by swinging its barbed tail around wildly. The leaf growing on its head is very bitter.
Barbed tail and leaf on its head.
Yes.
When I think leaf on its head, I think Nuzleaf, but it's not that because it doesn't have
it's
a barbed
final
tail.
Evo.
Oh yeah,
it has to be a final Evo too.
Leaf on its head. So is that Sceptile?
Do you want me to read more?
No, I'm just gonna guess it's Sceptile.
No.
Oh man,
you were never gonna guess this.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It's Simi Sage.
I'm not gonna lie. I had a full moment where I was like, "It's probably one of the simians, huh?"
It's probably one of the monkeys.
Okay,
the other grass monkey.
That's fine. I'll just pick this one right here. So this one is a little bit of a pinker boy. The pinker ones are either peach. No, sorry, I'm wrong. This is Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks. And that one was Tutti Frutti. So thank you very much, Kevin.
What the heck? This is so... Mike just had a snack. Meanwhile, I'm here risking my life for the podcast.
All I do is win. Even when I lose, I win. I don't know. What can I say?
You know what's gonna happen, Mike? Mm-hmm. What's gonna happen is that like 3 months from now, when we decide to do a random deck set, and you're gonna be down to like your last 5 beans, they're all gonna be bad, and you're just gonna eat all of them.
You're gonna make me eat all of them at the same time, and my head's gonna explode. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Deck Set. That was America's favorite game show. For anyone who wants to play along at home, just pick a Pokemon at PokemonDB.com. From that Pokedex entry alone, your partner has to guess the Pokemon. If they can't, then they do a punishment. And if they can, then you do one.
Make sure to pick up your Mike and Kevin flavored Bean Boozled beans at Pokésports.org.
Pokésports.org/bean.
Maybe one day we'll get a sponsor /bean.
I need to make Pokésports.org/bean actually link to something now. Guys, we have a winner for the Pokésports Pokemon Spotlight number 7, which on screen does not include an Alolan Raichu because I didn't swap it for the actual picture. But the winner of the Pokemon Pokésports Spotlight, who will receive a Dracovish, Porygon Z, Alolan Raichu, Alolan Marowak, and Talonflame, all of which completely unbeknownst to us are Series 6 Pokemon. That's actually going to be Friesen Comperda, who won from a YouTube visit action. So congratulations to Friesen Comperda. Thank you for joining in on that. We will contact you after the podcast. Boom. And that is actually going to be it for us today. Kevin, do you have anything to plug this week?
Pokesports.org. I'm going to be writing up the Team of the Month team along with that same Leech team. Probably not this week. I'll see if I can try. I'll do my best. But anyway, Pokesports.org, you do have a bunch of Series 6 teams there. You have a team report that's already there with the rental code and the Pokepaste and all that fun stuff. Mm-hmm. YouTube, obviously, I'm going to plug it because I upload on it.
Yeah,
Go watch me. There. Go watch me play Pokemon. It's a fun time.
Yeah.
And Twitch. Go see Mike stream.
Okay, well, yeah, take my plug. That's fine.
Yeah, it's all yours.
Yeah.
You could have it. I'm just going to use it first.
Yeah, there you go. Twitch.tv/Pokesports Podcast. You can go and check that out for all of the streams that we do weekly. I've done streams for the past 3 or 4 weeks, 4 weeks now, on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 12 p.m. EST to 4 p.m.-ish EST. It's been a lot of fun. You can also find the podcast on Twitter, Pokesports Pod, or Instagram, Pokesports Podcast. Rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. You can find me at Still Just Mike anywhere you find your Still Just Mikes, like Twitter and Instagram. You can find Kevin at X-Reservation. I want to give a big patron shout out to Ahmed, Alex, Dante, Elijah, Zach, Brian, Carlo, Colton, Lightset, Lewis, Neil, Reek, Scott, Cap, and Alec, Kale. It's a secret. It's a secret. Jesse, Joseph, Kari, Kevin, Martin, Ro Ixon, Robert, Spencer, Jack, A Different Jack, Mohammed, Swede, Chad, Christopher, Federico, King Boo, LA Caveman, Perry, Ryan, Tristan, and Tofu. You guys make the world go round, and I love you for it. Big thanks to M Dash for making every single second of every single piece of music that you hear on this podcast. He is great. YouTube.com/M Dash for more of that. And that's going to be all. So guys, again, enjoy Series 6. We're in a new time. We're always available on the Discord if you're looking to chat about it. And yeah,
it's a whole new place with a brand new attitude, but you still gotta catch 'em on.
And listen to Pokésports. Listen to Pokésports. Listen to Pokésports. Bye.
Bye.